I'm not quite ready for that yet. 3 boards glued together, a table does not make. But look at the curve on this. Can you guys see that? Look at the amount of curve. That's an example of bad goal setting. It goes right to there. I don't think I could get away with making it that high. I feel like I don't deserve to be working with the quality that this wood is. Well, hi, and welcome back. We left off with our table, which is not anything but 3 pieces of wood glued together. What I discovered in the last video was using jack straps is a way to clamp things together. Not the most effective way to clamp things together. In the spirit of efficiency, I have gotten some additional clamps. We had these pipe clamps before. I only had 2 of them. And I'm excited to introduce, I got 3 new clamps. These, I want to say Bessey Clamps. They're 36-inch bar clamp. Let's take this apart here. I've got 3 of them. Look how long that is. It's so long. Now, there was another model to this that had a square section where it was flat. It felt like it gave you better clamping, but it was a lot more expensive, probably twice as expensive. I'm not quite ready for that yet. So yeah, that's there you go. So look at that. It's got a little thing that goes like this. I've had these kind of pipe clamp types before, not the specific brand, but this type clamp, but that feels really heavy. It's like heavy duty. Is it cast iron? I'm not really too sure. I've had issues with other brands and this groove wearing out. And then when you go to tighten down, it just slips or pops. But this feels really good. This feels really good. So we'll be using these because 3 boards glued together, a table does not make. I've got some more wood. We're going to do that. We've got some legs to still work on. So let's set ourselves a goal for this video. What's our goal? Let us get 2 more boards attached to this. I've got them over there. And if we can get maybe the legs done. If we can get the legs and this set up to glue, 2 more boards, I'm gonna be pretty happy with myself. Christmas is 3 weeks away now at this point. So there is a ticking clock element. And let's do it. All right, this wood is all coming from those maples that we've been cutting out there with chainsaws, and actually this one's coming from a hand axe. I hand axed and tried to plane this one. But look at the curve on this. Can you guys see that? Look at the amount of curve on that. And I don't have a big box planer. Here, maybe this is a little bit better. Look at that. That's probably a good... I'm not sure what's between a 1/4 inch and nothing, but it's that. It's between a 1/4 inch and nothing of a gap in the middle. It's going to get glued on here because it's what I've got. But that means that this project, the top of this, of Mom's table here, is not going to be that thick. We'll have to plane it once it gets all glued on. But yeah, look at that. It's crazy. Let's keep going. Alrighty, now let's try our new Bessey clamps. To be honest, I don't really know 100% how you're supposed to, when you attach one piece of wood to the next, if the grain pattern matters, as in where you cut the wood, the grain is going like this, or if it's flat, or if it's straight up and down, how you want to glue two different sets together. So let's say you've got two pieces of wood. Let's say this one is curved like this. Well, if it's got the grain pattern like this, when it dries, if I understand it correctly, it should, I think, buckle down even more, so it'll bend even more down. And then if you do the other way, it'll bend even more. And then if the grain is mostly flat up and down, then it checks on the outside. So the outside pinches in more. I'm not a fine woodworker. I haven't gotten, my levels are not to that. And I don't know if I have the patience for that. But I do like making stuff, so that's part of it. We'll just have to move along and learn as we go. So if you're looking at this in the future and I've gotten a lot better, this is how far I've come. So we're going to put this clamp on here and just kind of get it a little snug. I should probably want to make that as low as I can. With these joinings of wood here, I probably should put in some kind of rabbet, is that what the word is? Or some kind of dowel. I probably should put a dowel in, but I'm not going to. And I'm not really sure why. I think it's because, oh, I don't have any dowels on me. So that's the reason why. Man, this has got a lot of pull to do. Oh, that's working pretty good. Oh, I missed it. Okay, now let's try it. Yeah, that's pulling it in pretty good. Whoa. I don't think I can over tighten these too much, because I think it might pop that. Like I said before, I haven't worked with these too often, these kind of clamps. But hopefully it doesn't leave as many gouges in the wood as those jack straps did. But yeah, that feels good. I don't know how tight I can get away with this. Seeing glue pop out, that's a good sign, I think. Oh yeah. Just kind of supporting that. Hopefully that does it. And I may need more clamps, but I didn't buy more. So I have all the clamps I need. There's some gaps in there. It is what it is. That way you'll know it's truly homemade. Well, I'm gonna let this dry for the next 24 hours. I'm kind of experimenting with this Tri-Bond. So the other Tri-Bond I had are Titebond. The other Titebond that I was using was a Titebond 3. That Titebond 3 is meant to be used, or it can also be used outside or in conditions where it's wet. But I wanted to try this Tri-Bond, just the original wood glue. It's professional strength, interior use, and its cool part is it says sands easily, which I don't know how this Tri-Bond 3 is going to be sanded. And then it's also got a short clamp time, but yeah, I'll give that a shot. Let's put this guy off to the side, because we did set ourselves a goal of getting 4 spokes done, which is, at this point, that was not a good goal setting. That's an example of bad goal setting. Setting a goal that's unattainable leaves you with 0 satisfaction when it can't be done. Well, I did just get an idea. I just got an idea of how this could be designed. This is the idea, right here. Here, let me push it in. Do you see it? What do you think? I'm not 100%, but in my mind, as I was lifting it up, I had that idea. Hopefully that does it. Well, that leaves us. Well, that gets us to our next part, which is the legs. And trying to think of a good comfortable seating spot. So I'll use this guy as an example. I feel like this is a good spot to sit. It's a good amount of height. I'm elevated above. Hips aren't down. The height to this, you probably can't see this, is 20 inches. So I need to have 20 inches at least. No, it's got to be more than 20 inches. It has to be. What's good? Is it belly button? Is belly button the mount? Is that how high it's supposed to go? I think that's probably good. I don't think you want to bend over. I don't think you want to bend over too much because it might hurt your back. So maybe higher up, because then you can kind of rest your elbows on it. Yeah, that's a good one. You could rest your elbows up. So magically, we've made it the correct height without even realizing it. It goes right to there. I don't think I could get away with making it that high. But we can still build them. I like the look of this. I think that's cool. I did sort of a hex, half a hex pattern. I don't know. We'll see. So 1 down. We've already done 1. Let's do some more. Here's our template, and it's got a square at the top, so it squares, and then it angles in. I think that'll make it look very pretty. Mostly because it's already been done, and no, I probably should make it thinner. I don't know. Well, we might take off some right here. So this part might get shaven down a little bit, but we'll worry about that part in a second. Let's use our piece as a template. And the first part is let us get ourselves the length. And just, I like to give it a little bit extra in case I need to make some adjustments. And then I'm going to flip it and go on its side here. And let's draw out the back of this guy. So it's not a super exact science. There we go. So we got that. Close enough. And I can't even look, I can't even see it. It's got this cool burring here though. Look at that. I like that. I don't know if I want to end with that though. Oh well. Let's just see how it works out. So we've already labeled this as the template 1. We'll call this piece 2. And I'm hoping we can get 2 out of this one. We can't. So maybe there's a better piece of wood we can use, because I don't want to have to waste half of this. Let me see if there's another. So we could use this one, but look at the size of this knot, which means this, it would be kind of fun to turn it and make a cool plate out of it, because you'd get a really nice pattern out of it. But this would be, I believe that makes it a lot weaker, because all that would just break apart. And with it being a leg, we can't have it be weak. So let's try another piece. Here, let's see if this is wide enough to do 2. I might just even shave it down more than if I can't get... Oh, no. I mean, that's kind of close enough. Especially if I cut it up here. So we'll cut it, because this part's kind of... It's not super flat. Yeah, so we'll push it up here. So we'll push it up there, and we can make this flat. We can kind of still work with the piece. So here is there any checking? Ah, dang it, look at that, guys. So see all that checking right there? So we have to, oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. All those rays. But we'll have to cut it from here. So we can't work with anything below that, for at least for this project. So let's try that again. That goes away. Let's give ourselves a little bit of room there. And this isn't very flat. Oh, but it's quite a bit taller. So that's fine. We'll give ourselves a middle mark. So we'll rip this thing down. Alrighty, I think technically we hit goal today. We have glued on at least one more piece, which is exciting. We need some more time for it to dry. We, again, very technically got our legs done, but look at that. That's quite a bit of work left. A thought came to my mind when I was working on this wood. This wood that I've said before, we milled down. And it's a maple. It's a big leaf maple up here in Washington. And the feeling I get, the thought that I had, and I'm not sure if you guys have ever felt this. I feel like I don't deserve to be working with the quality that this wood is. This is some good quality wood. This is some wood that should be handled by someone that knows better. Because they could really make it sing. And I'm not gonna make it sing. I'm gonna make it hum. It'll hum. Which is kind of a shy sing. It's kind of a shy sing. It's kind of a shy sing. Well, that does it for today. And timeline is hopefully we only need 2 more weeks. Can we do it? I hope we can. See you guys next time.